Hello YouTubers, it's Chris and it is July 4th. Happy 4th of July, happy Independence Day. What I have here is an old, I'd call it vintage, Toro GTS 5 horsepower lawnmower. I found this, it was in my mother's shed via my father's depositions in that shed. And it's pretty interesting. It was in a funny transitionary period when they came to the safety of these things. You'll notice most lawnmowers, you have to squeeze some kind of a clutch here and hold it to turn it on. Well, this guy, I mean, you can just yank the ripcord and start it up, but what it has is a rather sophisticated clutch system. So even though it's running, what you do is it's kind of halfway in between. You squeeze this, it'll engage the blade. And I will demonstrate that via, you'll see the bag inflate when I do this. A couple of things about this machine. Like I said, it's a 5 horsepower. The engine, I can't quite place it. It might be a Japanese version. If you look at this housing where it mounts onto the deck, it's not really, it doesn't look like standard Tecumseh or Briggs and Stratton. It's very rounded. I don't know, I'm curious. And anybody that has any thoughts on these machines, please send me any information that you have. I can try to get the model number, but anyways, it's a Toro GTS 5 horsepower. And even the exhaust is very different than what you'd see on standard lawnmowers. So I'm a little bit curious about that. So if you look underneath it here, we'll give a quick look. You can see there's basically a large black shroud that goes over the blade, and that's probably where the clutch engages for this. And like I said, there's no throttle cutoff. It's sort of a transitionary period in the history of these things. So I'm going to fire it up. It's like I said, I found this thing. I tested it. It's been sitting for a couple of years, but it does work. It's pretty nasty, and you know, it is what it is. But like I said, when you'll see the bag inflate, and up here, the business section of everything, you've got choke to start, fast, slow off. You got a couple of speeds to get it going there. So we'll put it in neutral, and then we'll, oh look, there's my Vino. Nice. Anyways, we'll put this on choke, and what we're going to do is just give it a yank and start it up. And then I will engage the clutch to start the blade. Bag and plate. Anyway, you get the idea. It has this clutch-driven blade accessory, but it runs completely unattended without having to hold anything down. So thanks a lot for watching my vintage, I believe late 80s Toro GTS lawnmower. Cheers.